know what? I had a big, long, overly produced intro for y'all motherfuckers, but YouTube analytics told me that my viewership drops off after the first 30 seconds. What the fuck, guys? A 50% drop? What do I gotta do to keep y'all attention? Is this doing it for you? Is this what y'all want from me, huh? Is this cool enough to keep y'all occupied for longer than 30 seconds? Is this what you want? Is this what you fuckers want, huh? Yeah! Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all too. Let's talk about some video games, specifically RPG Maker games. For those who don't know, my name is Delta, also known as That Guy, and I make videos talking about video games, and this is the 11th episode of Hidden Gems, a series where I try and platform RPG Maker games because it's very hard to find the good ones. Platform might be a strong word. It's more like I'm just screaming a little bit louder than everyone else about how great this community is, but fuck it, who cares? We back, we bigger, we better than ever. I gained weight since the last episode. Ooh, Eletrume. Eletrume. Eletrume leaves me conflicted because as much as I wanted to like this game, it has a mechanic that makes me want to gnaw my own arms off. The game starts off strong with a very well put together intro and tutorial, and I feel the need to applaud the tutorial because goddamn is it easy to fuck up a tutorial. Most RPG Maker games just throw up a text window saying, ha ha ha, good luck fucker. The coolest part about Eletrume's intro is that it actually reacts to your choices instead of awkwardly laughing before forcing you to choose the option you need to progress. Eletrume is like, oh what? You don't want to save the world? Okay, understandable, have a nice day, before sending you back to the title screen. I love you for that, Eletrume, because sometimes I don't feel like saving the world. I have shit to do, like collecting waifus and Fire Emblem Engage. After romancing Best Girl, I decided to attend to my godly duties and save the world. Something else I really like about Eletrume is the fact that there's a library that you can go to in-game that provides the player with lore. I love when games do this. Let me read more about these games and their worlds, especially if it's an RPG. Not everyone will appreciate that tiny decision, but I appreciate it. But you know what I don't appreciate? These fuck... Oof. Little antsy today. Let me calm down. We're not there just yet. I really like this game's art style. At first I thought it clashed, but over time it grew on me. The writing of this game is also very good for the most part. I know that I would absolutely love these characters more over time. I enjoyed the fact that I was able to explore the world map even though it was in the opposite direction of progression. Most games would railroad me down the path of progression, which is perfectly fine, but I love it when games let me— What is this panel puzzle shit, bro? Rockenberg, buddy, what are these? Speak up. Guess how long it took me to do this. Guess, Rockenberg. It took me too damn long. This puzzle had me pondering. Am I old? I turned 27 this year. Am I just old? Are my reflexes failing me? Jokes aside, I failed this puzzle so many times. I was this close to just fucking flipping my desk and lighting myself on fire. I tried again and again and again and again because I was really enjoying the story and wanted to know where it was going. But man, this part is just so unfun for me. Oh my God, go ahead, laugh, go ahead, look, the fucking game critic can't beat the puzzle, After 5 minutes straight of doing these fucking panel puzzles, I just had to bust out "Oh Reliable." I am screaming. I want something like this. I'm going to scream if this is bad. Holy fuck.
1 hour later.
What the fuck? Demon Scourge is an RPG Maker remake of Demon Souls, one of my favorite games from my favorite series. I was extremely curious how this game was going to pan out because I've been wanting an RPG Maker Souls-like for a while now. At first, I was confused about the game because instead of just being called Demon Souls like the original game, it's called Demon Scourge, leading me to believe that it was like a fan game or a retelling or something original. I was extremely disappointed though after starting the game and seeing the opening cinematic that was just ripped straight from the original game. The class selection screen was decent for the most part, except the fact I had to choose my class several times before it would actually give me one. The game's tutorial also had incorrect info on it. It said press X to access the menu, but the actual menu button is Z. I liked the combat, surprisingly so, and the health bar for boss fights is a really cool touch. It's really nice to see those Dark Souls mechanics transitioned over into RPG Maker. But sometimes the boss can attack from behind the health bar because the health bar is like a PNG or some sort of like graphic on top of the screen, so the boss can attack from behind the health bar, causing certain attacks to be unavoidable because I just can't see what they're doing. This is incredibly bad because, in my opinion, Dark Souls and Souls-like games only work if all damage is predictable and avoidable. These games are supposed to be hard, yet fair. This game wasn't hard at all. The bosses were extremely easy to cheese. By holding the block button and immediately attacking afterwards, most of the enemies just couldn't touch me. Also, sometimes my inputs would just drop. I don't know if I'm just unlucky, but this sort of thing happens to me all the time in RPG Maker games that have real-time combat. I don't know. There were also some typos here and there, but I kind of expect that with RPG Maker games. Here's a Delta tip. Write your game's dialogue in something that has a spelling and grammar checker. Stop writing directly in engine. Delta tip for the developer of the engine. Why does this engine still not have spell check? All in all, Demon Scourge is definitely inspired by something, and I respect the dev for being passionate about this game's source material. Dark Souls demakes are usually pretty good, and for those who are fans of the Souls games, I recommend you check out Botster, but I think it's Botster's PS1 demake of Bloodborne. It's really good. While Demon Scourge is a little rough around the edges, I respect its hustle and hope it succeeds. I don't like this game at all, but my job isn't to like these games, believe it or not. It's my goal to show these to people who probably would find them interesting. And there might be something for someone here. Kaima has really, really good art and music too, but the writing is not good. To me, of course, to me. The reason I don't like Kaima is because it's an RPG that doesn't excel in the things that make a good RPG. To me. The characters are kind of just there. The combat is very easy and poorly balanced. The pacing is insane. It's just go, 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 go. There's a scene in the game where the antagonist just straight up eats one of the characters alive, and everyone is just like, oh yeah, yup, that's it. She's actually doing it. She's actually eating that man alive. There's just no sense of urgency. I don't know about y'all, but if I was witnessing a person eat someone alive, I'm fucking freaking out. I know the main character lost her emotion or something like that, but I don't know. I just feel like something as horrific as that should have had more oomph behind it. And speaking of oomph, the serious moments just didn't land for me. It made me wonder if this was just a glorified demo because the itch.io page says that this is finished. Hey, wait a minute, this is by the same person who made that Drowning game I covered in last episode. In my opinion, that's the better game, but who knows, I might be bugging. Go check this out for yourself. I'm probably crazy. The comments on this game's download page are unanimously positive, and it only took me 30 minutes to complete, so whatever. Oh, and come on. And the music's good, so give it a try. I can't find this game's download link anymore. A recurring theme I'm noticing with the games I picked this week is that a lot of these games have a lot of heart and things to love, but they just need just a little bit of extra work. I really, really want to love over time. I can see the vision, but it just has these little issues. Let me start off by saying this game's music is absolutely phenomenal. Whoever made the music deserves the biggest pat on the back. I wish I could shout them out. If only I could find the damn download link. If one of you guys recognize this game and know who made it, please let me know so I can credit them. I can tell this game was inspired by Toby Fox's games, but it's inspired in a good way instead of a cringe way. The writing is incredibly funny, but this game has a habit of overusing ellipses. This kills the pacing of some of the dialogue because the player has to constantly wait for the ... in the text box. Also, it's a little jarring to see multiple sprite styles, but I don't hate it necessarily. There's a lot of awkward moments in the game where there's just no music or sound effects, and that makes me very sad because the music's my favorite part. The game has a bunch of potential. It's funny, the combat is solid, and come on man, the music is so good. The best advice I could give to the dev, the damn mystery man, is to chill with all the slow text, add more music and sound effects to the game, and give your game a more Googleable title. There is no reason I shouldn't be able to find this game. Yes, I am still mad about this. Did the dev go dark on the internet or give up on the project? If so, why? My criticisms are extremely easy fixes, and I can't wait to see this game finished. Hopefully this game is going to be finished. are enjoying the video so far. Now don't tell anyone that I told you this, but if you like the video so far, you should probably leave a like. And if you didn't like the video, then fuck you. I'm just joking. Now, usually I don't do this, but Espoir Duvide is a friend of the channel. When I first started making these videos, I swore I would try my best to stay away from RPG Maker horror because, man, I can only play Eve, Witch House, or Amori so many times, but not only do I rock with Espoir, this game is different. At least relative to other RPG Maker horror. Oh no, you didn't tell me my boyfriend was gonna look like that incel guy that shows up in all those Jubilee videos. Delta tip, when making an RPG Maker game, don't forget to swap out the sound effects and font. Little changes like that can go a long way, and when you play as many RPG Maker games as I do, it'll stick out like a sore thumb. I found myself laughing out loud at the writing a few times during my playthrough, but mostly because I was laughing at the options that I could say to my handsome boyfriend here. I am not saying I love you on the first date, Ashton. Leave me alone. The gameplay loop of this game is to play through these short routes to unlock pictures, and the goal is to unlock them all. Did any of you guys play Honey Pop? Don't lie, I'm not judging, you fucking nasty bitch. This mechanic reminded me of a safe-for-work version of that game's photo mechanics. I don't want to spoil this game because I think the twist, if you can call it that, is the best part. The twist is easy to see coming if you're paying attention, but I'd argue a twist that you can see coming can be an indicator of good writing. Not all the time, but it can be. Here, I wish the twist was hidden a little bit better, but I don't hate it for what it is. The twist was enjoyable because I like this type of domestic horror. Especially in the dating app age we're currently in, you never know if that sexy muscle man or woman you just matched with on Tinder is going to gut you like a fish. I don't have too many complaints about this game. There was some typos here and there, but again, that's kind of expected. While the story was predictable, at least the game is short. Will everyone like this game? Probably not. Did I like this game? Yeah, I think so. Alyx Ascended is looking a lot like motherfucking Gem of the Week. I really like this game's title screen music, and the pixel art is also gorgeous. This game is a card-based dungeon crawler, which is a really cool combination. Think Slay the Spire, but instead of just being dropped in combat, you actually have to navigate a dungeon. The game's music is a bit muted, but it fits the atmosphere of the game, so I can't complain. I also like the first-person view a lot. I wonder if that's a plugin or something the dev coded themselves. The only thing that sucks about the dungeon crawling aspect is that everything kind of looks the same, so it's very hard to navigate. I don't know if there was an end goal or a way to beat this demo, or if this was just a proof of concept to show off the mechanics. Either way, this shit is fire. Another issue I had with the navigation is that sometimes I'll press the A or D key to turn my camera, but the game will make me turn twice. It's weird, I wasn't able to consistently recreate this bug, but it happened enough for me to notice, and since everything looks the same, it's really easy to get turned around. The death sound of the enemies are like nails on a chalkboard, and the combat needs some balancing work. After winning a few random battles, combat became ridiculously easy, and I leveled up just a little too quickly. As much as I want to flex that I'm good at this game, most likely the game is just too easy. This would be fine if there was more to see and do, but since it's mostly combat, it's a little disappointing. Every time you level up, you're able to add cards to your deck, and it felt like I received the Cold Wrath card in every pool of cards I could choose from. And that's a really good card to have, so it trivialized the combat. I know I just said a bunch of negative things about the game, but other than those things, the game feels awesome. I really like the card mechanics and the first-person perspective, and I think it just needs a little bit more polish. If the combat is the primary focus, then the game should be a little bit harder in my opinion. Maybe you could limit the player by only allowing them one really good card instead of just an infinite amount of them. That's just one idea off the top of my head. The dungeon should probably get some landmarks or monuments or something recognizable so I know if I'm running in circles or not. But if this was just a proof of concept, I'm sold on the concept. I like it a lot. And that's another one for the books, boys. Thank you for making it to the end of the video, and I appreciate you so much. The love and support I've been getting from you guys this last week has been absolutely amazing. Thank you. Don't forget, if you liked the video, give it a like, and if you really liked it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Share the video with your friends. Call your grandma. Tell her Delta's back. Come on. Do it for me. Thank you, devs, for all of your hard work, and I can't wait to continue to watch you guys grow and create. If you want your game to be covered on the channel, please at me on Twitter at JazzStewart3. My DMs are open. I just ask that if your game is a paid product on itch.io or Steam, please provide me with a key. Trust me, I want to support my indies. I really do. I'm willing to pay for these things, but I'm not paying for Titty Twister MV. I'm just not doing it. I've gotten emails of people wanting me to play the RPG Maker porn game, which I will do. I would do it. I will do it and cover it on the channel. I will do it. I can censor that shit. I would do it, but I'm not spending my hard-earned funny bucks on that. Whew, it feels great to be back making videos for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the things I've planned for you this year. But until then, I hope I see you next week. And don't forget, my name is Delta, and this was Hidden Gems.